The Crystal Great Demon Emperor spoke in such a terrifying and threatening voice that no one dared to bid anymore. On the other hand, Jing was still asleep upon the arrival of the Crystal Great Demon Emperor. The Crystal Great Demon, the Emperor, disappeared with the Stone of Blessing after saying that it belonged to him and only him. San was afraid that he might come back and take him away. The auction event host congratulated the Crystal Great Demon Emperor and announced the Grand Auction, which was a petal that was specially taken out from the fiery sunflower by the Heavenly Yang Heavenly Spirit Emperor himself. Heavenly Yang Heavenly Spirit Emperor was the strongest emperor amongst all emperors. San admired the petal so much and wished to even touch it, but it was outrageously expensive. The starting price of the mighty petal was 10,000 elemental coins. The same two emperors from the previous bid started fighting over the petal again. Meanwhile, the second strongest emperor, the Earthly Yin Heavenly Spirit Emperor, joined the bidding session. He made 100,000 elemental coins and said that if anyone could outbid him, the petal would be theirs. The host closed the bidding session, and Earthly Yin won. Everyone complained that no more emperors should participate in the bidding session as they were taking ownership of all the precious items. All of a sudden, the crystal brand moved, showing that Jing had woken up. Jing emitted a layer of light that surrounded San. In that situation, San hoped that the Heavenly Fox Great Demon Emperor who was in charge of the Grand Auction would not arrive. And it happened. The Heavenly Fox Great Demon Emperor arrived, apologized on behalf of the Ancestral Court, and stated that there would be no more emperors in the bidding session. The host thanked the Heavenly Fox Emperor and continued the auction. As the Heavenly Fox Emperor left like the other emperors, San felt palpitations that were caused by his scanning the whole place with his divine consciousness. He could see too much negativity and evilness all around. However, he was safe because Jing was protecting him. The host then announced the final auction. The lot was classified as a divine tool by masters. San was very excited to see the final lot because the host admired it unlike any other. When revealed, it came out to be San's disc. The host was describing that the complexity of San's disc surpassed any previous items. Even the divine consciousness at the king level could not penetrate the disc. She further said that the disc had a self-destructing power as well. It would be completely destroyed if overexplored. He then demonstrated the real power of the disc. It completely stopped the Blue Fox clan's needle through its ability to change time. The most amusing perk of the array disc was regardless of the clan or cultivation rank. Anyone could use this ability of second-level bloodline. The host set the bidding price of the disc at 3,000 elemental coins. The bidding amount went up very quickly, and San was as excited as he could be. He thought how rich he would become after that bid. Suddenly, a person bid 30,000 elemental coins. Since there were no further offers beyond that exclusive one, the auction was closed, and the disc was sold to the final bidder. The host then congratulated the person for taking the lot. After excluding the auction fees, San would get the remaining 30,000 elemental coins, which meant he was really rich. The person who bought the array disc was none other than Fei Bian, the president of the Tiantong Chamber of Commerce, who was a rival of Ziran. He forcibly bought the disc because it was provided by the Lingxi Chamber of Commerce. In order to find out and do research on it, he asked his superiors to bid for it at any cost. San's disc was the last item at the auction that day. With that being sold, the first day of the auction ended too. San and Zhang decided not to leave the auction house immediately. They rested for a while in their caves. As their minds got some rest, San wondered if Mei was still waiting for him or not. He thought she might be very disappointed about him not showing up immediately. He really wanted to go back and see her again. She might have become a lot more beautiful and charming during the whole year he had spent away from her. At that moment, his only wish was to rush to her. Meanwhile, in Cary City, the scenes were quite similar in terms of tension and anxiety. Mei went to the milk tea shop to meet her mother after her seclusion ended. She shared her feelings with her. She was quite upset as San had no whereabouts. Mei was very concerned about San and did not like that he was gone for so long. Perhaps her mother was the only one who could help her in that matter. She had good relations with the mayor and could utilize him to track San. However, it appeared as if fate was against Mei in every possible way. Her mother said that the mayor had returned to the headquarters, and it wasn't possible to contact him soon. It appeared as if her mother didn't want her to meet San at all. She might be holding some personal grudges against him. Changing the topic, she asked Mei about San's current health. Maybe there was something wrong with his health of which only Mei was aware. She told her mother that his living for more than a few years was highly unlikely. She convinced her mother that although San was not human, he always helped them. He had been good to them since she was a child, supported them at all costs, and really loved her. One after the other, secrets about San were pouring out. It seemed as if he had concealed his real identity from them too. Her mother insisted that he was not a good person and did not believe in his words. However, May had a soft corner in her heart for him and couldn't make up her mind against him. She counseled her mother and said that she would always love her and hoped she would never be hurt. While the two of them had a heart-to-heart, out of the blue, a man appeared from the gate of the milk shop, and both of the ladies almost missed their heartbeat. They started shouting as they couldn't comprehend the situation in perplexity. A while later, they realized that he was a man with whom both of them were very well acquainted. May's mother rebuked him and asked him what he was doing there. He replied that he came to see them and wanted to take May along with him. Her mother refused, and the man became furious. He began yelling and shouting that he had severely injured San during their recent duel, due to which he was not able to live for more than a few years. He reassured the two ladies that he would protect them at any cost, but mother refused again. Experiencing continuous refusal and denial from the mother, the man became even more furious. He argued that May needed protection. Her mother might be self-sufficient and could sustain herself, but May wasn't capable of surviving the cruel world's torment. He had made up a good plan for them. In the near future, he even intended to break through the Peacock Demon clan and protect her better. However, her mother didn't seem like a lady who could be persuaded easily. She didn't have any interest in listening to that man and shouted that if he wanted, he could kill her, or even both of them, and make it over once and for all. Coming back to the scenes from the ancestral court, the second day of the great auction had dawned. It was the rare items auction day. San really wanted to go back to Cary City, but he held his wish and stayed for the important auction. He contacted Zirin, who would receive the proceeds from the array disc auction on behalf of Master Lu. The auction started with 2 lots, both of which San desired to own. One was the spirit of a divine-level plant spirit king. Devouring the essence could improve one's divine consciousness, but it was somewhat dangerous. San bid for it, and luckily was able to buy it for 1,500 elemental coins. The other lot was the black stone. The gold extracted from the black stone was extremely hard and strong. San had already bought some at Redemption Academy's commission store. It was just this world where people didn't know how to refine black gold. The black stone being auctioned weighed several tons, so there was no chance San would refrain from bidding on it. He proceeded without any second thought. Luckily, he was able to buy the black stone at an extremely low price of 300 elemental coins. He was extremely happy after picking up 2 lots in a row. After the initial 2, the third lot appeared, which was exactly according to San's interests. It was the 3 red foxtail relics. It was a treasure that appeared after the incineration of the remains of the powerful fox clans. It allowed the holder to be never demonized in his cultivation and never receive backlash from his bloodline. San was interested in that treasure and bid for it. Once again, he was able to obtain it. He won it for 3,000 elemental coins. 3 lots later, there were many more items brought up, but none of them were of interest. He didn't pay much heed to them. Just like that, the whole day had passed. As the sun set, the host announced the last 3 lots. That day, San was very confident and was willing to bid on anything with no pressure. He got alert upon hearing about the last 3 lots and geared up to bid on the best of them. The third last lot was revealed, and the host revealed that it was an extraterrestrial meteorite. As he spoke, there was a huge change in his voice. His words got sluggish. The effect of the meteorite made the host sluggish. What an interesting item it was. San was very amused by it. It was called the Stone of Slowness, and the reason for the slowness was still unknown. Everyone was confused about how it would be of advantage to them, but San was the only one who realized its true ability. He knew that it wasn't just the Stone of Slowness. It was the beacon of time and space. It was used by the divine realm to measure the time flow rate of different planes. Normal space-time landmarks were only the size of a nail, but that one was very big. It was formed naturally by the universe. San bid on it with no hesitation and won it for 5,000 elemental coins. After that lot, the penultimate one was auctioned next, which contained the remains of the most powerful sea dragon clan in the endless blue ocean. San was interested in that one too, but when the bidding price surpassed 10,000 elemental coins, he had to withdraw his desires. He didn't dare to jump into that hot mess. As that one was auctioned, the last lot was brought forward. The host slowly revealed it, and it turned out to be a frozen throne that was 10 meters tall. It came from the crown princess who passed into nirvana. San thought about it deeply. At that moment, he had a lot in his hand. Perhaps that was the only thing he was really missing, and he required it for his ultimate motive. He found it suitable for his brother as his mother was in the Ice Girl clan. He knew that the starting price of it would not be low. A few moments later, the host announced the starting price of 10,000 elemental coins. Out of the blue, the Ice Girl clan appeared, and everyone welcomed her. However, only her head was visible. The head was only a 3rd-level bloodline, and San was confused about how she got there. Maybe it was the secret of the Ice Girl clan. If San could get the throne, it would help his brother a lot, but he was not quite sure if he could afford the starting price of 10,000 elemental coins. When nothing could be worked out, San thought of an idea to ask the matriarch to not auction the throne. He instantly began executing the plan. His voice was projected into the Ice Girl clan head's ears. He said out loud that he could help revitalize their clan and help with their reproduction problem. His voice transmission was detected by divine-level powerhouses present, and instantly, several divine consciousness waves were shot towards San's cave. However, he had already prepared for that moment as he knew it was coming up. He casually held up the crystal mirror, which was given to him by the Crystal Demon Emperor. Everyone reclaimed their divine consciousness. Witnessing the sudden uproar, the Ice Girl's superior head now believed San and decided not to sell the throne for auction. She merged the throne into her body and became a great demon king level again. That was supposed to be the most hyped auction of that day, but it was cancelled by San. The whole place fell into an awkward silence. He now felt that he was not safe there anymore, and decided to leave immediately. In the hall, San and Zirin met. Zirin gave him a storage ring that was able to store up to 30,000 elemental coins. Ziran then expressed his gratitude to Master Lu, who was actually Zhang, and indicated his desire to cooperate with him again. San also promised Ziran on behalf of Master Lu. The storage ring given to San had a lot of storage space, and this time he immediately put everything he had gained from the auction inside the ring. Suddenly, the auctioneer of the Divine Slaying Sword appeared and began shouting. He inquired about the bidder in Cave 336. San replied that it was him. When the auctioneer came to know about San's human identity, he was not happy and said that only members of the Lion and Tiger clans were able to participate in the bidding. San suddenly emerged a golden Liger flame and formed an aura around him and said he was bidding on behalf of his companion, and they were both first-level bloodlines. He then showed him 2 tokens of Crystal Mirror and the Sword Saint token, asking if it was enough to convince him. For further clarification, he left his sword there. The auctioneer needed 7 to 15 days for the clarification. He then asked where the mutations came from, to which San replied that it came from the Liger clan. The opponent was shocked, but San asked him to keep this a secret. He revealed that the Lion clan was now a first-level bloodline. He then made an agreement with the Golden Lion. After convincing him fully, he decided to leave as there was nothing more to do at the auction. The Golden Lion was surprised and shocked at his sudden decision. At that moment, he was occupied with a vast wave of emotions. The words of San had touched his heart very deeply and awakened his inner self. The Tiger clan had the White Tiger Great Demon Emperor behind their back, but the Lion clan lacked a divine king-level powerhouse. At the same time, a first-level Liger clan suddenly appeared, and they also wanted to fight for the Lion clan. The Golden Lion hurried and immediately ran back towards his clan to meet the powerhouses. Meanwhile, the Ice Girl clan head was waiting outside the auction house for San when he left. When San arrived, he took out the 5,000 elemental coins he had prepared before and gave them to the Ice Girl clan head. She got curious and asked San about his intentions behind giving the money. He replied that he was a human being and hoped to help the Ice Girl clan's crisis. He stated that he might have a particular way of solving the Ice Girl clan's severe problem of inheritance. The head then asked him why he was helping her. What made him so empathetic towards her? Was it merely the human identity, or were there some other reasons? He replied that he did not want to see the Ice Clan deteriorate and hoped that the human race could gain friendly relations with the Ice Clan. With that reply, she got attracted to him and wanted to hear more. She told him that it wasn't the right place to talk and they should go somewhere else to have a proper discussion. However, he was slightly hesitant to accompany her because he had a more important task to pursue. He had to return home and meet May. There wasn't enough time to waste in the ancestral court. To keep her emotions, he respectfully promised the head that he would return in a few days and resolve the issues of their clan. The Ice Girl clan head was very amused by his behavior. She wondered why he trusted her so much. Instead of keeping her concerns in her mind, she chose to speak about it. San answered her that if she was an immoral and unprincipled person, she would not have been reduced to auctioning off the frozen throne. Because she was a kind-hearted and pure person, his heart ached for her. That was the moment San gained her trust. He hoped she would do the same. After that meeting, they decided to keep a session for another day. However, that decision came with some cons too. The head told San that she did not have an address and had to return to her clan after her work. The issue might have been a big one for her, but not for San. He solved it within an instant by giving her the keys to his room at the White Tiger Hotel and insisted she stay there and wait 5 days at most for him. After making a mutual agreement, San left quickly in order to preserve his time. The most important thing for San was meeting May. Flying was not allowed in the ancestral court, and sprinting would attract attention to himself. Therefore, he hired a carriage to leave the ancestral court. The carriage also brought good luck to San. San changed back into his human outfit as soon as he hopped into the carriage. As soon as he surpassed the boundaries of the ancestral court, he left the carriage, paid for it, and unleashed his golden-winged great penguins to fly at top speed toward Cary City. Meanwhile, in Cary City, May was concerned that it had been almost 3 days, and San had not arrived yet. The arrival of the Crystal Phoenix Great Demon earlier that day had put great pressure on the young May. After the demon left, her mother cried for a very long time, and she informed the peacock of the Great Demon Emperor. Anyhow, he said nothing in return.